Hi guys, welcome back to the Yarny Cave. My name is Bernat, the newbie crocheter, and this is my cave. In this video, we're just gonna go with just going over things I'm working on, things I'm up to, and a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So let's get started. Welcome back. Like I said before, this is just gonna be a little bit of an update kind of video, nothing specific, just keeping you guys informed of what's happening. I am back to work full-time again. I was working from home last week because I had COVID. Now my husband has COVID, but he's self-employed, so he's still out working, and but I'm back at the office. I went back to the office last week, so I will try to continue to put out videos for you guys. I just uploaded a couple of videos. One was a review of the Zing Knitter's Pride crochet hooks. The other was the modified Paris stitch, and I'll be loading this one up too soon. So let's go over what I've been working on. A couple of happy mail, well, one happy mail, and just a couple little things that some people have been asking me about. So I just want to go ahead and share so that everybody knows how I do some of the things that I do. So this is currently what's on my hook. Many of you guys know that I don't have but usually just one project at a time. I guess it has to do with being OCD in some way, and not liking to have too many things in the works. I guess that gives me anxiety. So I like working on a piece, completing it, and then moving on to the next. So this is currently what I'm working on is a crop Cardi. It is a paid pattern from MJ Off the Hook Designs. This is the Peekaboo Crop Cardi. She does have a YouTube video that goes over where you can actually make it along with her, but I believe she makes it in the size small, or the extra small. If you want the specs on a different size, then you do have to purchase the pattern. It does go all the way from extra small to 5X. I've highlighted extra large because that's the size that I'm currently making, and it's made in one piece. It's not different panels, it's made in one piece. So it's been a little bit a labor of love because I'm doing it little by little, and I'm trying to take my time because I want to make sure I get it done correctly. And so thus far I believe I'm doing it right. And the great thing is with that video, even though it's not the same size that I'm making, I've gotten stuck in a couple of her explanations as to what to do, and I just pull up the video, try to get up to that part where she's going over what I'm actually stuck in, and kind of look at what she's doing, and then okay, now I understand what she means by this explanation or these directions. So it's great to have that video to kind of fall back on. So if you're unsure or you're not, you've never done a wearable because you don't feel comfortable, if you like this kind of this little Cardi, check it out. She does have other videos of other items that she sells patterns for. So purchase. I mean, by all means, I am not sponsored by her. You know, I just I like the fact that she has a YouTube tutorial alongside a pattern that she sells, so that even if you purchase a pattern that is a different size, you can still refer back to the tutorial if you have a question on some of her directions in her pattern. So So far so good. You see how it calls for 3 big buttons. That takes me to the next to my next little share with you. So I purchased these little cookie cutters from Amazon. I think the pack was like $5 and change, and it's got 12 total cookie cutters in different shapes. This is like a flower, just a round star, and heart, and each one has 3 different sizes. So I purchased this because I want to use this round one, or even possibly this one here, because I'm gonna create my own buttons out of polymer clay. So I'm curious to see how that's gonna come out. I'm kind of excited as well. But I'm not even going to get started on this until I'm completely done with the Cardi. Once I'm done with the Cardi and I know exactly what size buttons I'm going to need, then I'll start working on this. And I'll probably be using either this large round one or the next one. So we'll play by ear and see. Hopefully the large one will work fine for me and it won't be too big. I'm afraid the second one may be too small, so fingers crossed. If not, then we'll just have to tweak it and make it work. But I do want to create my own buttons for the Cardi. So yeah, so I'm excited about doing that with polymer clay as well. This is the yarn that I am using. It is Pima Suprema from Hobby Lobby. It is one of the yarns that I got through the clearance. It was $1.49, regular $5.99. It is 100% Pima cotton. It is a beautiful color of bone. So all I have left is the yarn I'm currently working on, which is this little bit here, and this. I'm supposed to have, the pattern calls for a total of 1,000 yards. I have just over 1,000 yards. I think it was 1,060, and so I'm crossing my fingers that I have enough, because I did increase a couple rows in the length of the Cardi. So let's see. If not, I do have some YouTube family members that already mentioned that they have a couple of these in the event that I should need them. So I'm just gonna wait till I actually get to the end of what I have to see if I do indeed need more before I put out the Mayday that I need more yarn. But it's been a real pleasure working with this yarn, and I'm working with my Susan Bates soft hooks, and that has been awesome. The pattern actually calls for 2 sizes. It's 4.5 and a 4.0. One's for the body and one's for the band around the bottom. There's going to be banding around the front as well. Around the banding on the bottom is all done. So now I'm just working on this panel that goes in the front, and then I'll have to work on the banding that goes around the neck all the way down, and then I just have to close the sleeves. Here I just tagged it with a couple, put it a little closer, with a couple stitch markers, just kind of to close it and to keep the shape and show me kind of where I'm at and how it's coming together. So yeah, quite pleased. So it calls for size extra large, 1,000 yards of yarn, 2 different hook sizes. Of course, you always want to try to use the same. I would use the same hooks, just different sizes if you're working on. Just because sometimes different hooks, different shape hooks, produce slightly different look to the stitch. So if you're trying to create just one piece, then I would probably use the same type hooks, different sizes. And the yarn, which has been, like I said, a pleasure to work with. I was able to get some more of this yarn in a different color. I think it's called charcoal, which is really, really, really beautiful. And depending how this comes out, and depending if I have enough yarn, I would decide if I'm gonna make a second one. We'll just play it by ear. So what else? My friend and I, Jeannie from Butterfly Dreams Crochet, You guys know I love sugar wool cotton, and she was fortunate enough to find this yarn, or Miss V from Steals to Show Crochet and Chef for Veronica. I guess she went shopping for Jeannie and was able to get this yarn. I was only able to get one cake, and you know, in order for me to make my baby sets, I need at least 3 if I'm doing a blanket and a little something else. If I'm doing a blanket, a small receiving blanket for like a newborn, I can get away with 2, but if I want to make the blanket slightly bigger and also create a little something else like a set, then I need a total of 3. And so, oops, sorry guys. I know not many of you guys like that sound. I myself am torn. Sometimes I enjoy it and sometimes I don't. So this is the yarn that I was wanting. It is a sugar wool cotton. The color is Zest Wishes, and it's got beautiful corals, pinks, turquoise, baby pink, yellow. It's just a beautiful, beautiful color, and the camera's actually picking up perfectly. So she wrapped it up in this little bag for me, which is great. So I actually put it in my own little bag, which I do with all my yarn. Nothing against her bag, but I always bag all my yarn. And I don't have no special reason aside from I like to keep it clean, I like to keep it fresh. And I do have a dog. He doesn't shed, but still I like to kind of keep everything as neat as possible. If I gift it, then like Jeannie, she has it in a bag. Now I know it's clean, it's fresh, and you know, if I gift it or if I do a giveaway, you know, the yarn will always come wrapped up or bagged up. At least I'll try, unless it's too bulky in the box, and then I may have to take it out, but I usually try to bag it. She sent me this beautiful card. It's a little thank you card. I should say thank you to her for doing that trade out with me. And it's just a thank you card, and she says, Bernat, it was so wonderful seeing my beautiful sis making videos again. It's a lot of fun. I'm telling you guys, I missed it so much. I hope things work out so you can make more. We miss you. I miss seeing your beautiful face. Cannot wait to see the beautiful baby sets you make with that yarn that she sent me. Keep up the great work. We will be here for you. Butterfly Dreams Crochet. Love and kisses, Jeannie. So look how pretty. Thank you, Mama. You know, I love you guys, and you know, when I'm working, I a lot of times have you guys playing in the background, so I'm listening to what's happening while I'm working. Other times I can't watch because you know, I'm in HR, so I may be in meetings, I may be in conferences, I may be with employees, I may be doing onboarding, I may be doing counseling actions, performance discussions, any number of things that I may be working on. So there's times when I'm in my office where I'm just running reports and producing labor reports and stuff like that I can listen to you guys while I'm working, and there's other times where unfortunately I can't, and I try to catch up as much as I can once I get home. She also sent me these stitch markers, and I love, love, love these. Look how beautiful. They are all butterflies. One is iridescent, like a purple pink iridescent. You see that? I love it. I hope the light from outside is not. And there's a little green one and a yellow one, and I just love these. Who knows, I may wear them as earrings. But these are great. I love them. I have the stitch marker holder that I created. It was a pattern that Jeannie put together from Butterfly Dreams Crochet. If you check her out, I'm going to try to tag the tutorial for the excuse me guys, for the stitch marker holder down below, so you can check it out. But it's a really fun little project. It can take somebody just a couple hours to do. I actually made mine with a mine's not up because I had to box everything up when we redid our floors and painted the house. So I still have things that I need to put out, and that is one of them. Now that I think about it, I'm missing a couple of things and I really need to dig to find out where they're at. So not everything is completely out yet, but it's a hook, a stitch marker holder, and you can use a little wood dowel you can buy at the store, or if you have a tree outside, you can cut a branch and use a branch. It's just really cute, and I think you guys will like it, so I'm gonna tag that below. How pretty. Thank you, Jeannie, again for doing the trade with me and for sending me these stitch markers. I love them. Stitch markers / earrings, so you never know, I may just put them on as earrings. In fact, no, I'm not gonna open them out. I was gonna open them and put them on, but see, they're sealed and they have a little piece of yarn. I don't want to cut it yet. So thank you for that. And so I wanted to show you guys, most of you guys know that I like to do baby sets, and I want to show you how I package my baby sets so that once I'm ready to gift it, because I don't sell these, I use them as gifts. Now granted, if somebody sees it and they want to purchase it from me, I will have no problem in selling it. There's some, however, that are specific to a need, and I will sell it. But normally this is what I do. Once I create my items, I bag them in my cellophane bags. The same bags that I use for my yarn, I use to bag these sets. I also always put a copy or the actual band of the yarn that I used, so that the person receiving it knows not only what materials were used, but also how to launder and take care of the item. I think it's really important, especially for babies, because for babies you have to be really careful with the skin, you know, what you use against their skin. That's why I try not to use acrylic, even though many acrylics are baby safe and are deemed and checked for products to make sure they're baby safe. But for me, living here in Florida, I feel acrylic is still too hot for babies. So I try to always work in cotton or bamboo or natural fibers, cotton-like natural fibers. I would not use wool here in Florida. Once again, wool, some people are allergic to wool or it is bothersome to their skin, so I would not want to do a baby item with wool. So anyway, so I pack it up. It is a resealable bag. I put the tag of what I used, so once again the person receiving this knows the items that were used, what it's made out of, and how to care for the yarn. And here's the other set that I made with the Moya yarn. It's the little Cardi with the blanket also in the pack. And once again, I have the band here of the yarn that I used. In this band, it does give a description of what actually the yarn is made out of and how to launder it. Especially this one, because it runs the possibility of a little bleeding, because it's a hand dye yarn. So that is also specified in the band in the back. So it's always good to have that whenever you're gifting something, especially if it's for a baby gift. So that's how I pack it. Tell me what you think down below. Do you think it's a good idea? You think it's a bad idea? What do you think about what I say, or my opinion about using cotton mainly for baby items? In fact, this Softy Baby cotton, if I'm not mistaken, is not completely 100% cotton. I think it's, let me see. See, this is acrylic and cotton, an acrylic cotton blend. And there are some acrylics that I use for baby items. And I mentioned this on a prior, video. There's one acrylic that I use for baby items, and it's a very soft and very light acrylic. Let me get it really quick for you. Make sure I'm not running over my dog. So I have quite a bit of this. This is the Bernat Softy Baby Stripes, and it is a 100% acrylic yarn. It is a light number 3, and is tested for harmful substances, so it is a baby appropriate. This yarn is so soft. This yarn is so light, and this yarn is so cushy. That is one of the only acrylics that I will use for baby items. So I'm not completely against acrylic for baby items, but I'm kind of picky about what acrylics I use for baby items. They have to be quite light, really soft, and I find that this particular Bernat Softy Baby Stripes is the right ticket. And if you look right down here, see if I can point my finger. You see where my finger is? This down here, that bottom drawer on that side is all Bernat Softy Baby Stripes in different shades of colors, and there's 4 cakes of each color in there. And that is my acrylic baby stash right there. Sorry guys, I still have a nasty little, not a nasty little cough, but a really bothersome little cough that kicks up every once in a while, especially when I'm talking a lot. So yeah, that's one of the few acrylics that I will use for baby items. I really do love it. In fact, there's times where I have leftover and I don't have the bands. I have like a box of just little, I wrap it up in a little ball of leftovers, and sometimes I have to look at it really carefully to really figure out whether it's the acrylic Softy Baby or if it's like a cotton yarn, because to me there is something about it, the feel of it looks to me very cottony, and also it resembles the feel of the sugar wool cotton as well. So, and the colors, the way the colors run are very similar in the way their colors are constructed. So there have been times where I have gotten them mixed up. I will be really honest about that. So, but once again, this is one of the few acrylic yarns that I will use for babies. And if you've never tried it, I believe, I'm not sure if they still have it, but I think that website is still Genius, DEAL Genius.com, and they have a little bit of yarn that they sell, and this I got from them. I loaded up my stash when I saw it, but they had each for $2, and I bought in every color, and I got 4 cakes of each. And then my sister also, I ordered some for her because she likes this as well, and she was also making some baby items and she wanted to use acrylic, so she bought quite a few of this as well and made some with that. So, are you guys tired of me yet? How long have I been talking? I don't know, 22 minutes I think, maybe a little more. And finally guys, I'm thinking about doing some sort of giveaway, and I want you to tell me what you think. I bought these hooks, and I will be really honest, I bought this hook in a 5mm and I bought this hook in a 5.5. I tried them, I tested them out, and I did not care for them. Maybe because of the way I hold my hook. So I wanted to maybe bless somebody with them. They're brand new. I've only used them to try them out, and that is it. And I was going to gift this to somebody that may actually like and enjoy them. So I was thinking of doing a giveaway and giving away a hook caddy with 2 hooks and possibly some yarn. Now I just want to know from you if you think that gifting these hooks that I personally am not going to use after I tested them out and blessing somebody else with them would be okay. The fact that they're not in their original wrapping, do you think that's a problem? Do you think that's something that somebody would say, I don't want that? even though they're brand new, even though they've only been used maybe to make a total of 20 stitches at that, if that, do you think is something somebody would frown upon? Let me know down below if you think it's a good idea or not. So yeah, and also I was thinking, of course, of doing the hook caddy, possibly adding some yarn. And you guys always know I always throw in there other little goodies, so let me know what you think. But I really want to know before I do anything. I'd like to know if what you guys think about adding these hooks. Is that a yay or a nay? Let me know down below. So I'm trying to get to my next threshold, which is 3,500 subscribers. I'm still good, like 300 some subscribers away. So but you guys know me, I do giveaways, and I do surprise giveaways all the time. You know, sometimes I don't even have to have a reason. There is a special reason coming up really soon, which is my birthday, so I may do a gift to you kind of birthday giveaway. So instead of you guys, or instead of me receiving a gift, me giving out a couple gifts, and that may be one of these. So yeah. So yeah, my birthday's coming up August 3rd, and I was thinking of doing a happy birthday gift to you kind of situation. So give me your thoughts on that as well. Anyways, guys, that's basically all I have. I'm gonna try to also record in another video what my current stash looks like, so you guys see this here. And a lot of this is stuff that I do use and don't use. So in other words, I don't use all the time. I do have the bulk of my yarn is in my grandson's room, which we have a room that we kind of put together for him, but he doesn't live with us, so it's basically where he has his toys and all that kind of stuff. So I kind of set my yarn there because my son moved in temporarily as he was in the process of buying a house. Praise God. I mean, they have not closed yet, but he put an offer, was accepted, and hopefully everything will go through just perfectly, and they'll have closing sometime next week. And then he'll have his own space, which I know he really wants, and I can have my guest room back, and I don't mind having him here at all. Actually, it's been quite nice. But I know he's wanting his own space. He's, how old is my son? He was born in 94. He is 28. Yeah, I think he's 20. It's going to be 28 years old. He's 28 years old. So yeah, he wants his own space, and he was in the Coast Guard. When he graduated from high school, he was stationed in South Florida. Then he got out of the Coast Guard, and he still stayed in South Florida and lived there for a few years. Then came back home and lived with us for several years. Moved out for 3 to an apartment he was renting. Then was trying to buy a house, and with the market the way it is, and really not being able to get anything because he just thinks we're selling so fast. His lease was up. He decided to move back home, and still in the process of trying to find a home for himself, and thank the Lord that he's found exactly what he was looking for, and the buyer accepted his offer. And like I said, hopefully next week, God willing, he'll be able to close, and he can start moving into his own place really soon. So I'm really grateful and very proud of both my kids. And my daughter's expecting a new baby. We still don't know if it's a boy or a girl. I don't think she wants to know. I think her husband wants to know. She doesn't want to know. So we'll see who wins this battle at the end. Whether she does and we don't find out till the baby's here, or he does and we find out before the baby gets here. So she also wants to do a baby shower taco theme. And she saw these cookies that were the shape of a taco, and they said it had on them talk about baby, but taco about baby. It's really, really cute. And she, my daughter is very, she likes to do things very differently. She's not all about the status quo. She likes to, it's just a lot like me in that we don't like to see ourselves coming or going. We don't like to just go to the beat of everybody's drum. She has her own little quirky ideas in mind, and so she was really looking forward to possibly doing a taco themed baby shower, and I don't think her husband's up for it, so but we'll see. Regardless of what it is, I'm sure it'll be beautiful and we'll have a lot of fun, and we got still plenty of time to plan that out. She's not due till December, so we'll cross that bridge once we get there. But guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me on this Saturday. I'm home alone. Boys are working. Maxie is here with me. For many of you guys, you may be wondering what happened to Bailey. I don't know if you guys know or if I already mentioned it, but Bailey passed away in March. And so I'm only one dog. My husband said we're keeping just the one dog, that's it. And he went to the vet the day before yesterday, and he was given a lot of shots, and he was kind of put to date. You know, he goes annually, but he got poked and prodded, and he's been a little bit sore in the last couple of days, so that's why he's kind of like minding his own business over there. You probably don't see him. Let me see if I can. You see him just laying on the Maxie. Hey, you are. And the fan is going, the AC is going, and it's just so hot. And this room particularly where I have my office is in the front of the house, and the sun comes through here really hot, and that's why I keep a fan. I have a ceiling fan as well, but that one for some reason just makes a lot of noise, so I keep that one. Anyways, enough jibber jabbering, huh? Now I'm just going overboard. But anyways, thank you guys for hanging out with me again. I really appreciate it. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get noticed every time I put up a video. I'm starting to lose my voice. That's cue to wrap it up. For those of you who have been part of my family for the longest, thank you for being part of my family and hanging out with me at the Yarny Cave. You know, I really enjoy you guys. Like I said, I'm still watching, even though I may not be commenting. I'm still eavesdropping and lurking, so I'm not going anywhere. I'm still here, and I will continue to try to put a video every once in a while so you guys stay up to date as to what is happening in my life, what I've been working on, and especially I need to keep you guys notified of and updated as to what's happening with the Cardi I'm making, so you guys can see the final product. So you'll still see another video, so just keep an eye out. Anyways, guys, wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having a blessed day, morning, noon, night, evening. I love you guys. God bless each and every one of you guys. Until the next time, from the Yarny Cave, peace. Stay cool, especially now in these heat waves. Love you guys.